I need your advice on how to fix noisy furnace ducts.
In theory, putting more insulation around the ducts can reduce the noise of the air flowing through them as well as the heat loss as the hot air is moved to the vents.
That's outside of my budget, and I do not know if that would actually work.
I'll tell you this, a loose piece of insulation in the ducts can cause a lot of noise, as can poor installation of existing ducts with air seeping out and making noise as it does.
These ducts were not installed recently.
I wonder if your foundation has shifted or the walls moved, causing separation in the ducts. Then you get air whistling out.
How can I fix these noisy ducts?
This is why some people install solid plastic tiles in place of flexible plastic ducts. Since the plastic tiles absorb a lot of noise and reduce the friction the moving air encounters.
1. Those tiles are expensive. 2. The friction they encounter is minimal unless they hit a cobweb.
I cannot say there aren't loose pieces of insulation, dead bugs or other things making noise in the vents as air moves around. And that's one reason why some people pay more for flexible but thickly insulated air vents.
All of which costs more, and not all of which fit in the narrow spaces in our house.
You could check the air filters. If those are clogged, the unit will work harder and longer to get air in.
Someone told me the pressure difference between the supply duct and return duct could cause rumbling. Could a clogged air filter cause that?
Yes, but so could radically different dimensions in the size of the ducts.
So could air leaks, in that case.
If you have air leaks that bad in your duct, this noise is more likely from the escaping air, unless you really have oil canning sounds.
That's the old-fashioned term for rumbling that is not just the motor noises in the blower motors.
Hot air rushing through cold ducts will cause them to pop as the metal expands. You might want to reduce the sensitivity on the heat anticipator in the thermostat.
I know that controls the furnace to a degree, but I don't see how that helps with the noisy ducts.
If the anticipator is set to let the house cool down 5 degrees, you'll get more noise as ducts expand as they warm and contract as they cool. Lower the heat anticipator sensitivity to 1 degree or a fraction of a degree, and there's less thermal stress.
And more noise as the furnace kicks in more often.
So I hope the sound of the furnace kicking in is less likely to wake you up than the noisy ducts you're complaining about.